Hey everybody, welcome back to the Court of Random Opinion. My name is Neidigh. We have some new alleged insider info in the It Ends With Us legal saga. This came from the Team Justin Baldoni subreddit, and man, these guys are dedicated. I'm gonna go over it with you really quickly, but I'll also link to the post down in the comments of this video. I just want to say, as always, if it comes off of Reddit, take it with a grain of salt. However, some of the things that have come off of these subreddits relating to the case or relating to Justin or Blake, whoever, some of these things did turn out to be true. Especially some information that was speculated on Reddit or, said from an insider on Reddit before the lawsuits were even filed, to my knowledge. Now, this is from user Indubitably Walrus. I'm sorry. It's just sometimes when I'm trying to report something seriously or say something, then I see something silly like that. I'm like, oh god. Anyways, Mr. or Mrs. Walrus found this comment in Dave Neal's March 31st video about the documentary or the People article that claimed Blake had the stronger case. So thank you for this, your honorable Walrus. So this commenter says, I've been in the legal industry since 1998. I don't know anybody who thinks Blake's going to win or even has a particularly good case, and that goes for her law firm too. I have a friend that works there. She's not on the team, but she says the team walks around with a look of dread on their faces. They have a nightmare client that's pulling out every PR stunt that's going to maybe or hopefully convince the internet of something, but it's going to do her no favors in a court of law. It's a nightmare. They went on to say, the law firm handles other business for Ryan Reynolds. They basically were on retainer. They have some incredible litigators, really high-class trial attorneys. The problem is they're not PR people. If you're handed a bad case, you're handed a bad case. At the heart of this case, Blake is trying to get people to forget that she tried to market hair care products and alcohol during the promotion of a movie about domestic violence. She's made claims in her complaint that even on the face don't rise to the level of harassment, much less sexual harassment. The only evidence they have is her testimony, and as the saying goes, falsus in uno, falsus in omnibus. If the jury thinks that she lied about one thing, then they will think that she lied about everything, and literally will throw out her testimony, meaning no evidence. What do you think that's going to mean for her at trial? All these documentaries can soft pedal Ryan Reynolds nonsense all they want, but if it goes to trial and they lose, how's it going to make those networks look? Certainly not credible. And this is one of the reasons why I feel like I'm so invested in this story. I want to see the mainstream media outlets and the people who are putting forward this biased information and either intentionally leaving out evidence to the contrary or are, ignorant of the facts and, go into these things and publish these stories, these videos, these documentaries, knowing full well that they may not have all the information. I want to see those outlets and the corporate media be held accountable for that. And honestly, no matter what happens in the legal system, whether or not something was technically legal, what they did, it doesn't really matter to me because you can do something that's technically not against the law, but is still very scummy. And I believe we're seeing a lot of that here. We're seeing how rich and powerful people in Hollywood can abuse the system and can, manipulate corporate media and other outlets they have influence over to destroy someone's life if they don't get what they want. The Me Too movement was supposed to help victims of sexual harassment and assault who were forced to do things they didn't want to do or be subject to things they didn't want to be subject to by people who had power and influence over them, often for fear of retribution or other negative consequences. And here we're watching the rich and powerful take over that movement to punish someone with it, someone that they already allegedly extorted and put through the ringer. So I wouldn't be that surprised if everything that commenter said was true, but like I said, take it with a grain of salt. It is the internet. There's always a possibility that it's just a troll. But leave a comment below, let me know what you guys think. I know this was a quick one, but I anticipate more updates soon. If not today, then definitely tomorrow. I'm also still working on that project for Justin Baldoni and Wayfair, where we're voicing our support and showing supportive comments, things of that nature. So if you want to participate in that, please email me at the email address that I'll put in the description of this video. Thanks everyone, see you soon.